Hi, I'm Manish. In this tutorial, I'm going to load and then manipulate data on Hive. For this example, I have two data tables. One is the drivers CSV and the timesheet CSV, where drivers CSV contains all the information about the driver, and the timesheet contains all the timesheet information of the driver. So let me just go and upload these files here. I'm going to create a new directory, call it Hive, open that, upload my files. Now let me open the query editor using Hive. As you can see, this is exactly like your SQL UI, and the commands are almost similar to SQL. So let me briefly explain you what's happening here. So here I'm going to create a table called temp drivers. That's done. Now I'm going to load the data from user Hive. I'm going to load the drivers file from that path. So I'll show you what the data we've selected is. So as you can see, the results tab, this is the data we've got. Now I'm going to create a table called drivers, and I'm going to create columns called driver ID, which is of integer type, and name, which is of string type, SSN, which is of int, location, which is of type string, etc. Let me run that. And the one you see below is to overwrite these comma separated values into the tables. So it's going to take the whatever is there before the first comma as a driver ID, and the second one as name, and third one as SSN, and so on. Run the create as well as. And this is still running, as you can see here. The creation of table has been successfully completed, and hence the tick. Here this is still not been done. Now I'm going to yeah, it's completed, so I get a tick mark here, and the results are available. So let me show you what the results are. So I'll have to show you drivers. As you can see, this is my table which I get. Now I'm going to load timesheet in the similar manner. I have created a temp timesheet table now. Now again, similarly from the same path, that's user slash view slash hive, I'm going to load my timesheet.csv. That's done. Now I'm going to create a table called timesheet where I'm making the columns as driver ID as int, week as integer, hours logged as int, etc. So I'm going to specify the columns and its data types, and that's been created. Let me just show you what was there in the temp timesheet before loading on data. So let me run that. Here you see this was the raw value which we just read from the CSV file. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to break up this data using the commas, and I'm going to use the first comma for driver ID, second for week, third for hours logged, and fourth for miles logged. And I'm going to put it in a table called timesheet, the one which we created above. That's being executed. That's a success, and the results are still not available because we still don't have a tick here. Now I'm going to show you what is there in the table. Here you go. So the information is there in the table. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to select a driver. For a particular driver, I'm going to identify the number of hours logged, number of miles logged from my timesheet. Gonna run this. That's still processing. And this is an software interrupt where I can stop the execution if I want to. There you go. So for the driver ID, this is the columns which I get. So this is of for each driver ID, this is the sum, and each driver ID is unique here, where in the table it wasn't. So now I need to pull out the information of the driver. So for that, I'm going to use the other table which we created, the driver information table. I have set auto convert when on join to false. By default, it's true. And now I'm actually going to perform this join operation. And this is my results. Thank you.